Hello everybody, and welcome to Greg's Vintage Workshop, where I'm working to restore history one piece at a time. Tonight's just a little quick video chat, kind of an update. I'm currently waiting on the tubes, the 7B7 tube for the 42340 Philco for my nephew. And I haven't gotten word from Bob Dobush if he has shipped them yet. I know they're paid for, but we'll see when that's going to be. I wish I would have thought and been smart enough to have tested the tubes before when I ordered other parts for it, but sometimes I'm a little harebrained. So anyhow, the real purpose of this is to let you guys know a little bit of a rant on YouTube. I know that Doug has had some problems. I know that Bill the Old 64 Goat has had some problems, and I've been having some problems as well with YouTube in the fact that when you guys are leaving me comments, sometimes I can click the comment and respond back, like it, give you guys a response. Other times I click on the comment and it disappears, and I have no way to address that comment. And one in particular I wanted to be able to address, and is really the main reason for this video, was one I got from Wayne T. I'm not going to say his last name, but Wayne, you know who you are. And he had asked about, at one point in my video, I think it was around the 28-minute mark, I'm running from memory here, regarding the antennas that I was pointing to. And the one I believe you were asking about, Wayne, was the shortwave antenna. This radio has shortwave and broadcast band. The one that was like 90 degrees to the side of the chassis that was small and then had the big, round circular portion on it, that was the antenna coil. And then the tubular one that almost looked like a plastic cap, that's the shortwave one. I think that's the one you're asking about. And then the other one was the oscillator coil. So I wanted to answer your question, and unfortunately every time I would click on your question, it would just disappear and it would not allow me to address it. So I decided to throw a quick video together to answer your question and let all my viewers know that if you're going to send me a question or a comment, I really appreciate those. I do answer them all. I do read them all. I do answer them all. I don't have that many followers, unlike Bill, who has like 10,000. I'm not even to 700 yet. So I definitely want to do what you guys want, and if you've got questions or comments, please do so. And if I don't respond, it's not because I didn't want to. It's the fact that YouTube is doing that with some of my comments, and I don't understand why it picks some and not others. So with that being said, the other purpose of this quick video is to let you guys decide what you want my next project to be. And I'm giving you two choices at this time. So about 3 weeks ago, I saw an advertisement for a console radio for $10. And it was within an hour of my house. And it wasn't gone yet. And I went and got it. Now, what it is, it's a 1935 Grenoble radio, console radio, which is 11 tube set. The information on it is very scarce. I did find a schematic on Antique Radio. Actually, Bob found it for me and sent it to me, and I blew it up so I could actually see it, and I've had it laminated, and I'm going to show you that in a little bit. So that's the first choice. Now, it's got some damage on the speaker, and the cabinet actually is in really nice condition. And that's one of the reasons I had decided I was going to go with that. So I'm going to show you that radio here in a little bit. But just tonight, I picked up another console radio, which I really don't need console radios. I don't have room in my house for console radios. But I can't pass up a deal when it's $10. And so that's why I got the one for $10. And the one that I picked up tonight, I got for $10. It was within 30 minutes of my house, 38 minutes actually, of my house. And I didn't even know what it was because he didn't even say what it was. And in the picture it was pretty rough. But he did say in the comment that it played slightly, which I seriously doubt. But for $10, I figured it was worth it for the tubes and for any other parts I may need. So I told him I'd take it. I drove out tonight and I got it. It was in the attic of his garage. He told me the story that he was an older guy, a little older than me, like I'm young. He was probably, I don't know, 68-ish, and he was getting ready to move to Texas. And it was in the attic of his garage, and he was telling me as we were going up in the garage that it had belonged to his grandmother, and he remembered sitting when he was little listening to the radio. So it actually had kind of a touching story to it, and apparently I'm assuming it's like a one-owner radio. It's always been in their family. Now, I bought it, and I brought it home, and I made a little video to show you guys it. I think it's going to be the easier of the two to restore from an electrical standpoint. From a cosmetic standpoint, is a different story. It's pretty rough. It does have the knobs, which the Greno does not have the knobs. But this other radio turned out to be an RCA 87K, I believe is what it is. I think that was an 87K. I don't remember. I was just out there looking at it, and I can't even remember what it was. But it's an RCA 87K. I haven't even looked it up yet to see what year it is. But it's in pretty rough cosmetic shape. It does have the knobs. It also has a Magic Eye, which I don't have any radios with Magic Eye. And so it's kind of exciting for me to have that. So I'm kind of leaning towards doing that one. But I'm going to let you guys choose. So I'm going to show you these two radios. And then you guys can let me know which ones you want me to do. And of course, the more votes one gets, that'll be the one I pick. So without further ado, let me show you these two radios. And this one is fresh out of my truck. Just got home with it about an hour ago. It's an RCA model 87K. I haven't even had time to do any research on it. It's actually in pretty rough shape as far as the cabinet is concerned. It definitely would be a full restore. It's got a pretty cool dial, and it does actually have an iTube, which I don't have an iTube radio, so I'm kind of excited about that. I'm not sure how good our lighting is going to be to see in the back, but let me see if I can see for you guys. And this is the back. Large speaker. I'd say that speaker, if I had to guess, that speaker probably measures 13 or 14 inches across. But yeah, so that's it. So this is the RC Victor 87A. Because I don't think you guys can probably see that. Maybe you can. And this is the one I was actually planning on doing next. This is the 1935 Greno 11B 1151. And I've already got the innards out of it. The cabinet is actually in very nice shape. The only problem with this cabinet is down in the lower corners, the veneer is off. You have to have a little bit of veneer work done in each of the corners, and then right there in the middle there's a little piece missing there. And there's a little divot right here and right here. But other than the veneer, I wouldn't really do anything with this. Some Murphy's oil soap on it maybe. It's got some beautiful grain in the wood. So we got this choice, and I'll show you the insides because the insides are out. There's no grill cloth. This is the speaker and the chassis for the 1935 Greno. It's actually not in half bad shape. It's very heavy here. Let's flip this around. The speaker has a big rip in it, but I think it could be easily fixed. And this is the chassis. It's an 11 tube chassis. Information is very limited on this radio. I've gotten the only known schematic that I can find and that other folks can find. Let me show you that. And this is the schematic for the Greenough 11B as received from the Radio Museum. Now what I did was I took this particular one and I cut it into sections and blew it up 200%, and ultimately came up with this one by taping those sections all together. And then I took the tape sections to a local printer and had the thing laminated. It's about 11 by 17 now, so it'll be easier to see for myself. I also have it digital so I can stick it on my big screen TV. I flipped it over so it's two-sided. Other than that, the information is very limited. I have what was available for it. So that's the two radios considered for the next project once I finish the Philco 42340. Okay, you guys have seen the two radios, and I'm going to let you guys make the decision. If anybody's aware of any information for that RCA 87K, let me know and I'll be anxious to get it. So, from Greg at Greg's Vintage Workshop, thanks for watching.